What up, Joe? What up, Joe? Y'all know what it is. Tuesday. You know, we trying to get back in motion over here. We've been off
Tuesday.
But this is the NFL Weekly Show presented by Detroit Fan Report. And I'm your host. Y'all know how we do when we start off every show. Introduce my panel I have here with me today. Starting with my man, Toucan. Dan.
Oh, what's up, everybody? Toucan's here. Man, it's been a long off season, but we're almost there, man. Next month, this month, training camp's going to start.
Yep.
I'm excited, man. My Texans are ready to take it all the way to the Super Bowl, baby. You can find me at Toucan's Dan on Instagram.
For sure. You know, he always talking about fins up.
Yo, what up, though? It's your boy, Antonio Classic, man. Fins up, man. There is no off season, man. No days off, man. All grind work. My Dolphins gonna surprise y'all, man. We're gonna win 4 instead of 3 games this year. Fins up, baby. Let's go all day.
That's optimistic right there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Our guest today, from one ass cheek, 3 toes, we got Nick Great.
What up? Yeah, man. Got the big Lions fan here coming off the New York Knicks basketball championship. So ready for that Lions championship. I'm just saying, man. Living the high life right now. Yeah, one ass cheek, 3 toes. Basically, you know, check us out. Talk Lions, talk it up Lions talk, getting ready for the season. Super excited. Of course, you have some news to talk about that Neil's gonna lead into. But yeah, super ready to go. We'll probably have a show probably in the next couple of weeks. So check us out on YouTube, like and subscribe to us. And yeah, man, watch us chop it up and talk about the Lions. Go Lions.
I appreciate that long intro, Nate. That had me enough time to get what I had to do on the back end.
You're welcome, sir. I planned it out.
Appreciate that. All right.
Johnny Cochran did.
Now we all know. Not Johnny. Yo.
R.I.P. R.I.P. Oh God.
For sure. All right, let's start off with, y'all know what's happening in the media right now. You can't hide from it. Nate, you know, being my fellow Lions fans, the Detroit Lions have released Terrion Arnold after all the allegations. You feel me? You're not guilty. You're innocent until proven guilty over here around here, and we're gonna break it down. But Nate, I'm gonna start with you, man. Do you agree with the Detroit Lions releasing Terrion Arnold?
So, I do. More so because the way the Lions have set up their culture. And, you know, a lot of people are going to be like, because I've had some arguments with some Lions fans about this. Like, oh, well, they didn't get rid of J-Mo. J-Mo's situation was completely different. Let's be real. It was a rule that a lot of people did not know about. And he didn't try to attempt to kidnap or whatever it was accused of for Terrion. It's a more egregious situation than J-Mo's was. So it didn't surprise me once Terrion got Terrion. When Terrion got on bond, I literally messaged people in my chat and said, watch, the Lions are going to cut him. Only because they have a zero tolerance for situations like that. And honestly, it's going to be bad optics. You don't know how engaged Terrion's going to be in training camp and what the players are going to be asked questions and back and forth. It's just bad PR, you know, like it's like the Cam Sutton. Remember the Cam Sutton situation?
It's totally different. That man went on the run for fucking days.
That is true.
Our guy was dead.
Go Vols! Go Vols!
But the thing, but my point is, they moved themselves in the situation pretty quickly. What I'm trying to say. I think the Lions. This is where I think you're gonna say this, Neil. And I actually think you should go first because you want to give all the facts. But the reality is, I think the Lions got ahead of this as much as they could. And even though it might not look like Terrion was involved in the situation, they knew this was going to be bad PR, bad optics, and they didn't want to have to talk about this all through training camp. Dan Campbell wants his team completely 100% focused on winning a Super Bowl. and they have to start in training camp and be focused. And this would have been the talk of the town if we keep.
All right. Tom, do you want me to break it down first, or do you want to give your word on it?
No, I'll go because I won't be long. I was just gonna say I'm just gonna mirror what I said on my Facebook post. Absolutely release him. Set an example. I understand they're still ironing some stuff out, but the fact that you're linked to it, I agree. What's your name?
Sorry,
Nate. I agree with Nate,
yeah.
man. Like, that will take over preseason everything. Nobody wants to answer those questions. Let's talk about the guys that are here. Let's talk about the guys that are focused. We don't need any distractions. The Detroit Lions are competing for a Super Bowl. I mean, they're in that conversation. They don't have time to be distracted and answering questions about this guy and this moves at his cousin or his bodyguard and all that. I understand he's a good player, all this stuff, but no distractions. Get him up out of there. Set an example, like he said, PR move. This is an example. If was he a first rounder? He was
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, like so they're like,
Detroit
we don't care.
License. You go see him get drafted.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, they said we don't care where you're drafted and who you played for. Get out of town because we're focused on the grand prize. So I'm 100% okay with them. And no, I don't think they need to wait for it all to end. The fact that you're involved with it is plenty enough. Get him out of there. That's my take on it.
Toucan Dan.
Yeah, they might have jumped the gun, getting rid of him, but y'all made good points. Hey, it's a PR disaster, and you don't want to deal with that going into training camp. You don't want any distractions. So, hey, but if he's exonerated from all these accusations, he's still a talented player. If somebody's going to pick him up, and he'll pick up where he left off.
And let's be honest, he's not an all-star. He's not an all-pro player. If this is an all-pro,
still young. He's
well, I know, but let me say this: if he was an all-star or all-pro player, if he was, this would be a whole different debate. They would have probably let the process play out, and they probably would have kept him on the team. But since this guy has struggled a lot of his career and this is probably his big year, that his contract year coming up, like you're going to pick up his option. It was easier to move off of him because if you look at the cap hit, it wasn't that big. So I think the Lions did what they could to mitigate the situation as best as possible. But that's my opinion on that.
All right,
Ben.
Y'all know we're the school for journalists. You feel me?
Break it down.
Before I get into or something, get my mind on something. Like I did go out of my way to say some things that I take back. You feel me? We'll get to the interview video, but I went and did my investigation and broke this whole thing down. Now we're gonna start from the beginning of it to the middle to the end. Starting with this.
First here at 5, several suspects have been arrested in Tampa in an alleged armed robbery and kidnapping. A number of them are linked to an NFL player, and 2 of those defendants appeared in court this morning for a pretrial detention hearing. Fox 13
detectives say this is a tangled web that weaves back to Detroit Lions cornerback Terrion Arnold. Prosecutors said that armed robbery and kidnapping was reported just days after high-end bags, guns, a cell phone, and $100,000 in cash were stolen from a home in Largo. From stolen valuables to an alleged armed robbery and kidnapping, investigators say the web of players involved traces back to NFL star Terrion Arnold.
And then these other people that we're going to talk about in terms of suspects, are they all in some way, shape, or form sort of connected to him?
Yes.
The investigation began earlier this month. Detectives say 3 men reported an armed robbery and kidnapping. According to court documents, the men were lured to this Tampa apartment complex by these 2 women, where Lindell Hudson and Christian Williams were allegedly hiding out waiting for them.
They are battering the 3 victims, and they are pistol whipping them, and they are taking a handgun and sticking it into the mouth of a victim.
Detectives say Hudson and Williams were demanding their property. A Tampa police detective says that property in question, high-end items, valuables, and cash that were reported stolen from a home in Largo a few days before this. On Tuesday, at a pretrial detention hearing for Hudson and Williams, a detective said the home was an Airbnb rented by Detroit Lions cornerback Terrion Arnold.
There were items that came up missing. And then on a second occasion, approximately a week after that, there were more items that came up missing.
During the hearing, investigators confirmed Hudson is part of Arnold's security team. Williams is believed to be Arnold's cousin.
These are the same alleged victims who are alleged to have stolen a bunch of property, correct?
By the suspect, yes.
So it's the suspects blaming the alleged victims blaming the suspects, but here today you have chosen to believe the alleged victims.
Correct.
Solely on hearsay from both parties.
Correct.
Hudson's attorney also pointed out that he wasn't identified by name in the initial warrant.
For all we know, Mr. Hudson is not even there. For all we know, Mr. Hudson's downstairs. They have put forth no evidence that Mr. Hudson even had knowledge or intent to kidnap anybody, to hold anybody hostage.
After hours of back and forth,
I am not finding them guilty today. It's a very different standard. But the text messages are very compelling.
the judge ordered both Hudson and Williams to be held without bond on some of those charges.
Now, okay, the beginning of the story seems crazy. They're saying they got Arnold's bodyguard and his cousins who set up alleged robbery for the jury that they got stolen, okay? Two females, you feel me, played a big role in this, the whole reason why Arnold got arrested. But, so when Arnold, they put a warrant out for Arnold, lawyer got in contact with him, he turned himself in. When he turned himself in, he got court the next day, and this is what happened.
Justin Diaz for the state. And for the defense, please.
Yes, Timothy Jansen on behalf of Mr. Arnold, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Jansen. Is your microphone on, just to make sure it's a green light on?
It was not on. It is on now.
Why don't you state your appearance one more time?
Timothy Jansen on behalf of Mr. Arnold.
Thank you very much. Mr. Arnold, you're charged with 4 counts of robbery with a firearm or deadly weapon less than $750, and 4 counts of kidnapping to harm or terrorize.
Judge, I need to clarify, one of those counts of that you just read off for each of the charges is actually a conspiracy count. It's 3 armed robberies, 3 counts of kidnapping, and a conspiracy to kidnap and a conspiracy for armed robbery.
I see that. I apologize. So for the purposes of our docket today, because the warrant has already determined probable cause at those levels, count number 7 will be conspiracy to commit robbery with a firearm, a felony of the 2nd degree. And count number 8, this is as in the warrant, is conspiracy to commit kidnapping to harm or terrorize, a felony 2nd. Sorry, Mr. Diaz, go ahead.
Your Honor, we filed a pretrial detention motion. I know that we sort of preliminarily discussed we would be available for Monday.
With the court in a turtle suit, that's the green outfit he had on. That's when they think you're going to harm yourself or harm someone else. That's why he had the turtle suit on. The man went with the court with no drawers on. I'm just saying, that's when you're in the turtle suit, you ain't even got drawers. You feel me? And then you go take the strings of your drawers, do something to yourself. So they gave him no bond. At this point right here, he is still a part of the Detroit Lions. The Lions have not released him yet. Let's keep that in mind. He's still a part of the Detroit Lions when he go turn himself in. He goes to court. They gave him no bond. He had to go back to court this Monday. So when he go to court this Monday, he hired a lawyer. I forget his name. Coming out of Utah. He's a big lawyer. He do a lot of crimes with football players. I think he represented John Elway's son.
Cooper.
Yeah, and a couple other people. So he's a high-profile lawyer to help get him out. And so he looked through the case. And here's what he came up with: why Terrion should be released from jail on bond, and why he has nothing to do with this. And this is with him questioning the DA's office.
Through his phone, yes.
And I think you even asked her if she could see whether or not Arnold was there, and she said, I don't know. And she said, I think he was because Ari told me that. Remember that?
Yes.
So she didn't even know whether he was in the car when all this stuff's going on until she says Ari told her that, right?
Correct.
Okay. Now, in terms of Jasmine, she obviously changed her story, right? From the first time where she said, I don't know anything, until the sworn statement.
Correct.
But at no time does she ever tell you that Arnold told her to do anything illegal, improper, correct?
Did you say anything illegal?
Yeah. Did she ever say that? I'm sorry. I'm right, aren't I?
Basically, yes.
Okay. Basically.
You don't include. Yes.
All right. Now, the next young lady we interviewed was Ariana.
Ariana.
And I think her last name is pronounced Del Valle?
Devalle.
Excuse my
All right.
accent. All right. Now, she also says, so we're clear and so the judge is clear, that it was in fact Bokai Hilton that was directing all her actions.
The actions were being directed through Bokai's phone. Yes.
Not only through his phone, by him, by Bokai.
Who she thought was Bokai, yes.
Okay.
Those directions are coming from Bokai. But you and I established already that we didn't know who was directing exactly.
Okay, well, but we do know, I can live with that too, Judge. I'll take either one.
Oh man, dude,
So,
I could use that
so
too,
we're
Judge.
clear
Nervous
though.
nervous laugh.
What she says is that it was Bokai, and I've got it, we can go, I got page 50, 55, 56, 57, where she says it was Bokai who was telling her what to do.
At what point? During the beatdown?
Yes.
Yes.
The entire beatdown. It was always Bokai.
Correct.
It was never Arnold. She never once said to you that Arnold told us what to do when the quote beatdown unquote was happening.
She specifically no, that she could not pinpoint a direct statement.
Show right there. He said.
First off, what a shit show.
Yeah. Yeah.
The guy can't even pronounce the right name. That's like you pronouncing avocado instead of Alvarado.
Avocado! But anyway, like, so he goes to court. The people who's testifying this, they got him this arrest warrant for the people that's investigating this case. Switched their whole story. Never once was he mentioned. Never once was he seen in text message. Never once was he seen in the video. That he never gave nobody directions to do anything or anything like that. So the judge gave him ball.
All that in a moment, but we begin tonight with breaking news on Lions cornerback Terrion Arnold. He has just been released from the team hours after a judge granted him a $1 million bond in his armed robbery and kidnapping case. Fox News' Dave Spencer is live in the newsroom with more on that, the judge's ruling, and what else we learned in court today. Dave.
Yeah, Rip, a lot of moving parts here. The now former Detroit Lion, Terrion Arnold, along with 6 other co-defendants in this case, all face serious charges that could send them away to life in prison if they're convicted. However, the judge in this case says Arnold's situation is unique and it's different from his co-defendants because he wasn't physically there in the courtroom when the alleged robbery and kidnapping took place, and therefore he was granted a $1 million bond. Now appearing in that Florida court in a red jumpsuit with shackles on his hands and feet, Arnold listened to the case the state of Florida has against him. It's alleged that back in February of this year, Arnold had his phone, cash, and other items stolen from his Airbnb that he was renting in Florida. He's now accused of being the mastermind of 7 total defendants. Police say they uncovered a plot to lure the alleged thieves back to his place in Florida, where they were then confronted, assaulted, and held against their will at gunpoint. The prosecutors point to a text message conversation between a group of Arnold's friends and the alleged thieves hashing out a plan for the guys to go back to the house looking for girls, but the prosecutor and lead detective in this case say it was all a trap. And the detective says the alleged thieves turned victims took the bait.
Looking around the apartment thinking that they're playing games, that she's hiding or something like that. So he begins to look around the apartment for her. He ends up going into one of the bedrooms and he opens up a closet and there are 2 armed individuals in the closet.
And again, the judge ruled that he is free on a $1 million bond. Arnold's agent said that the ruling confirms that there's very little evidence in this case against Mr. Arnold. Arnold's attorney argues that his client never said a word when it came to the hatching the kidnapping and the assaulting scheme and was never near the victims at the time of the crime. But again, hours after all of this, Arnold was released from the Detroit Lions. Now, coming up at 6, we'll talk about some of the unique situations when it comes to bond that the judge laid out. For now, live in the newsroom, Dave Spencer, Fox 2 News.
Yeah, Dave.
So I got a couple of questions.
You got it.
First one, I don't know how the judicial systems works in certain states. Every state's different, okay?
Especially Florida. Florida is very different.
Right. Okay. So was he acquitted of all charges, or could he still go back to jail, or they could still find more information and could put him back in jail?
Good question, Nate. I'm gonna answer that for you. Right now, this is the pretrial, so there's no judgment on anything that's going on right now.
Well, he could still go back to. He
Yeah.
could still go back. Okay.
No, yeah, you can still go to jail. He has a right.
Okay.
He has an opportunity to go to jail, but they have to go back for a trial date. You feel me?
I got you. Okay.
So
my
when that
second-
all goes in. And that's when they
The
have
discovery phase.
the witnesses come in and give their testimony, which their testimony already switched up.
Right. Right.
There's no video evidence on him.
Yeah. It's
There's
a
no text
weird
messages.
situation. Yeah.
It's a weird situation. So I feel, and I was one of the people that jumped to the guns, that we jumped too early to say this man was guilty. This kid, like they said, this
fair.
is their get out of jail free card that your so-called witnesses of this case is trying to take. They didn't have this same story when they went in, but when the DA or the people that are investigating this case offered them a term where they can get, hey, you tail on him, we get give you a shorter sentence because he's the high-profile name.
Sure.
And that's what I feel like was going on.
Okay.
So I feel like, hold on, and then the whole thing with the Lions releasing them afterwards, this is supposed to be a team about grit, right? We all supposed to be a family. Hold on, Nate, because this is shit that Dan Campbell said, Brad Holmes said. This is Brad. Hold on. These are Brad Holmes guys, bro. You can't switch it up when the shit hits the fan, bro. Switch it up, bro. For real, like you can't do that. If you stand behind this person, you knew this shit was going on when training camp started. Yes or no? Yes
I don't
or no?
know, man. I mean, Arnold could have lied to them. Who knows?
And then they stuck with him when he first got directed. He didn't go fucking running high like what's your boy from Tennessee's name?
Sutton.
He didn't go
Cam
running high.
Yeah.
He went turn himself in like a man. When you do something or somebody say you present
But
you
if he
like-
knew he was guilty, why did he turn himself in? If he knew he
Wasn't
wasn't guilty,
that's why he turned himself in.
Hey, watch your mouth about Cam though. Watch your mouth. Go Vols.
What? You gonna get mad at me about Cam? He did it.
I'm just fucking with you.
He did it.
Okay, so
Him and OJ did it. I'm just saying, don't go call me this. Him and OJ did it.
Here's my pushback. What you just said. You said this is a pre-trial, meaning that nothing has been determined. That Arnold could still possibly go to jail if more evidence comes out, or somebody corroborates a different story, or whatever you want to say. So that's why they did it, because this is not a done deal. If Arnold would have been acquitted of all charges, they would have probably kept him on the team because he would have been clean. We don't know what's going to happen with Arnold. Arnold could very well go back to jail if something else comes out. And the Lions didn't want to deal with that shit. And they're like, listen, we got to cut the head off the snake right now and move on because we don't want to deal with this in training camp and ongoing through the regular season and this be a distraction, which it's going to be already because you see some players that are wearing free Arnold t-shirts, knowing that he could be accused of certain crimes.
You just said
got guys.
You said the word. You said accused.
Right.
Accused. They have
Right,
no
but
evidence on him, Nate.
So then why wasn't he acquitted of everything? That's part I don't
He
understand.
wasn't acquitted. It's just it was a bail hearing, bro. It's a bail hearing. This is a pre-trial. This was a bail hearing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's more to it, dude. He could literally go back to jail, or he could very well be clean. I don't know, but that's why the Lions moved on with him because it's a fluid situation.
It's hearsay. So therefore, if I call your job, Nate, and say, "Hey, Nate got 10 pounds of freaking cocaine in his room," they should fire you because of somebody's hearsay, bro. This man just lost his job, his career, the way he support his family. The man got a kid on the way, all because of hearsay. Not only that, not just that hearsay here they're getting to get them lesser time to be in jail.
You still got to go to trial, bro. Like it doesn't matter. Like what are the Lions going to do? Sit on this till the trial's over and then decide if they're going to keep him or not?
Other teams have done it.
And
we're not the Cowboys. Let's be real. We're not the fucking Cowboys.
They said Ray Lewis killed the man.
Same colors.
I agree with you, but you know this, Neil, very true.
The caliber of player Ray Lewis.
Yeah, you're talking about Hall of Famer. The Lions have a zero tolerance policy when it comes to stuff like this. They want to clean their hands as quick as possible. They've always been that way. That's why we don't draft thugs in the draft. We go after guys that are choir boys, that are captains.
What's wrong with thug? We people too. We people too.
Ndamukong too. What was his name?
You know what I'm fucking talking about. Okay, the Lions
almost step on his throat.
High character guys. And this is a low character moment for Terrion Arnold.
And I want to say something. And my whole thing about this, and I want to make it clear. For me, I'm not even arguing the fact whether he's guilty or not. I'm not even. That's not even. I mean, my thing is Detroit. They have the right. They're paying him millions of dollars. For them, just the fact that he's associated with it, just because, hey, whether you say it's right or wrong, they're paying him how much ever money. If they're like, hey, we don't even like the fact that you're associated with this, we're done. I mean, they could do that.
Why wait till he get a bond to do it?
Maybe they wanted to see what the judge was.
If that was the case, you should have did it as soon as he got arrested.
Maybe
they said they do shit on their time.
They wanted to see what the judge was going to rule. Maybe what if the judge ruled in the favor of saying we're going to quit all the charges? If they could have gone that route, then the Lions wouldn't have cut him.
It would have. Nate, you hear what you just said? If they would have said, not gave him a bond, and bringing up the facts that his lawyer brought to the table, and said, and it was all looking like he had something to do with it, I would have been out. You wouldn't hear no words from me.
I get it, man. But let me put this out there, because you gave me an example. I'm gonna give you an example. Okay, you're a CEO of a company, and let's say you get one of your employees gets caught with, I guess, drugs or whatever, and this is a high-profile company. And let's say this is a high-profile individual. That's what athletes are. They're high-profile individuals. You don't want that bad publicity or bad optics, because it's going to cost you money on the stock. It's going to cost you money in publicity on TV. People are going to ask more questions. They're going to question your reasoning on why you hired this person. People don't care if they're guilty or not guilty. They care more about the optics and how things look. And that's what the Lions did. They looked at it from the optics and the standpoint that, hey, we're going to have to go through all of training camp, having them answer questions about this situation. And, Dan Campbell doesn't want to deal with that shit.
So Nick, I hear what you're saying. Mm-hmm. So why not, when he got arrested and you heard he was getting life in jail, did you not automatically cut him from the team? Why wait till when he get a bond?
That's a Holmes question.
Yeah, and he probably will be asked that question. He probably has to make a statement or something. Yeah.
Yep. All I gotta say, he's innocent to prove guilty. I wish him the best of luck. Like, honestly, dude, you're not on a team. You go get fined.
I do too. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm sure it's another team that go take an example, because this could drag out for maybe a year and a half.
And another good point about the whole why it was delayed a little bit. I go back to the Cam Sutton situation. Remember, Cam didn't get released till he got that situation. He got the text that him and Mike Tomlin were talking and all that.
He didn't get cut for a couple 8-9 days later.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So the Lions dragged it out just like they did with Terrion Arnold. They waited. They waited to when they were comfortable.
Yeah. But
I'm just, the Lions are infamous for doing this.
No, I'm fucking with you. I'm done talking shit.
They're like the girl. They're like the girl who dates you, and then when she realizes your shit stinks, she leaves you.
They gave Cam. They gave Cam more time than they gave Terrion. I'm just saying.
That's fair, because he was on the run. Remember, they didn't have all the information behind him. And I honestly think Terrion Arnold, if Terrion Arnold fucking lied to the Lions, I can almost guarantee you. That's
he tried to wait. How did he lie? Wait.
Because he probably wasn't forthright about what was going on and what was coming down the pipe.
He didn't know they was going to switch up their story and snitch on him, bro. How are you supposed to know? If the chicks went in there the first time, bro, with the story saying he had nothing to do with it, and then they get offered a time cut, and they switch their story up for them and indict them. How is that Terrion not being truthful?
Moral of the story: don't fuck with a bitch. There you go.
Fuck them hoes.
Neil, I trust me, man. I like Terrion Arnold. I don't like the idea that we did cut him, but I understand why we cut him. Because we basically passed judgment without knowing all the facts. I agree with you on that. However, by what this team is about, I understand why we did it. And all we can do is move on. That's all we can do.
And with that said, we are going to move on. All right, let's get into some of these quarterback battles we have going into training camp. You feel me? We got a couple teams with their quarterback situation not determined who we don't the outright starter is right now. So I'm going to start with you, Nate, since you're on the screen already. Who you got winning this quarterback battle?
Oh, man.
Jacob Brissett, Gardner Mitchell, or Carson Wentz for the starting role for Arizona? Jacoby, my bad. Thank you.
Yeah. You got to get better at those pronunciations, man. Shit. I'm going to go Jacoby, man. I like Jacoby Brissett, man. I mean, when you watch him play, he can put up numbers. Like, he's a solid quarterback. Gardner Minshew, I don't know what the fuck he's still in the NFL. Carson Beck is a possibility because of what he did at Georgia and Miami. But Jacoby Brissett's the veteran. He just wants to get paid as a starter, man. I'd give him a shot. I think he did a lot with Arizona with less than anybody else. And he had some really good productive games. So yeah, I say Jacoby's the front runner, but watch out for Carson Beck. Minshew needs to get out of the NFL. I'm done with that guy.
2K and Dan.
Yeah, Jacoby would probably be the hot pick, but I think he's still not signed, so we got to see how that goes. And
he wants starter money. That's why.
Yeah, so that's, as far as talent, yeah, probably Brissett should start, man. But hey, maybe you might see something from Garner. Never know, man. Beck might surprise people. Let's see what happens. Well, they have camp.
Classic, man.
So yeah, no, on this, I think. Listen, I watched a few of their little games last year, man. Brissett, I mean, he's not, he's not gonna be your future, but like, I don't know, man. He actually made us see a little bit of Harrison. Yeah, when they what's the wide receiver at Ohio State? What's his name?
Harrison,
Marvin Harrison. Yeah. So I mean, like, they had some games, man, where he put up some. If I'm not mistaken, he had what did he have? He probably had like less. I think he took care of the ball pretty much, at least as far as like.
He did better without Marvin Harrison. How about that?
Well, I'm just saying, Marvin Harrison was non-existent when Kyler Murray was there.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we actually got to see.
He was injured too.
I'm black without these lights, man. Dang.
Yeah. You're trying to be vulnerable.
But anyway, yeah, I know, man. But yeah, Carson Beck's gonna be nipping at his heel. I like old Gardner, man. Minshew mania, man. Don't make him get out of the league, man. I like.
Would you have him as your quarterback?
Saying he's gonna be, come on, who you talking to? You gotta remember who you talking to. Yeah, maybe. Shit. But yeah, no, I think the rookie's gonna be nipping at his heels. I mean, Carson Beck has been a winner at his stops in college with Georgia and the mighty SEC. And yeah, I mean, I say it's Jacoby's job, but them fans are gonna want to see that brand new toy in Carson, so we'll see.
I don't know how much a toy
I'm gonna piggyback off you right there. I don't think the deal with Jacoby Brissett and the Cardinals get done through training camp on into the first couple weeks of the season. So I think Carson Beck is going to be your starting quarterback week 1 for the Arizona Cardinals. Like you said,
it'll be
hold on, like you said, Nate, we have seen from Gardner Mitchell what he is on the field.
But they're still going to throw him out there before Carson.
Yeah, I'm just saying it depends on camp. If Carson Beck have a better camp and a better preseason than Gardner Mitchell, then that's my underdog pick. I go with the underdog. I got Carson Beck getting the start.
Well, let's be real.
Well, I will say this: if your young guy You know what they always say? If it's equal, they're gonna go with the young guy. Like if Carson is looking as equal as Jacoby, they're gonna go with the young guy. That's how it usually goes. What they say.
That's
if
a
it's
good
close.
point. But also too, they want to lose because this is one of the best quarterbacks.
So your rookie quarterback out there.
So that
he might be better. You never know.
You're saying. All right. Next quarterback battle we got going into the offseason with training camp. Tony, I'm gonna start with you first. Michael Penix or your boy Tua Tagovailoa.
So this is one of those situations. I'm not gonna touch on JJ. This is one of those situations whereas I don't want to say health is gonna play a role in this. I mean, it does obviously. I think there's.
I'm not even.
What's that?
It always plays a role.
You said what? Well, no, I'm saying like they're both healthy. So this is how I always look at it, and what I've understood NFL. They drafted Penix, right? So Penix is their guy. So
Terrion was a Lions guy too, but go ahead.
But it's also a new coach.
It don't work like that with quarterbacks.
But it's a new coach and new GM, so that's a different regime.
Oh, they got a new GM. Okay, no, you're right. I didn't know that. That's
Matt Ryan's in there too. Remember?
Yeah, that is a solid point. I did not know that because I'm real big on those guys want to stick with their guys and they're right and they chose the right guy. That's you changed my optic on that.
Yeah. There you go.
Absolutely, no, you're right. That changes. So yeah. So I'm gonna go with Tua then. But you know they're in a situation. They can't be fooling around with these young quarterbacks, man. You got and when I say top, I'm not saying they're the number one. You have a top running back. You have a top receiver. I'm not saying Drake London is the best. I'm just saying that he's in the upper echelons of them. You got a tight end that also got paid. So offensively, those guys are in a mode to where they need to be winning. So you want the right signal caller. So you got another lefty out there. So yeah, man, this is gonna be if I'm gonna go with that, you know, I'm gonna go with Tua on this, man. But yeah, I was gonna say Penix, but I didn't know about the GM. So I'm gonna go with the guy with experience. You know, they've been catching from a left-handed guy. Here goes another one. You know, Tua's stole for 1,000,000 yards. I'm rolling with Tua.
Said the Dolphin fan.
Toucan.
Hey, he's got the experience. He's shown it.
Not saying a lot, but yeah, go for it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fair enough. Yeah. Hey, well, you know, Penix over the past 2 seasons has a better QBR. You know, he's got a better arm. Tua, man, he's had his bell rung a few times, man. I'm scared when that cat's out on the field, bro. So, you know, if I was the Dolphins, I'd go with Penix, man.
Not the Dolphins.
I mean, I'd go with Penix, man. I'd go with Penix.
Nate.
Over
Man,
Tua.
listen, this is like picking between 2 ugly girls, man. Whoever the one's not I mean,
you're gonna get lucky.
Who can cook better?
Yeah, you just gotta close your eyes.
You just gotta find the one that can cook better, man.
Put some beer goggles on and figure out which one is the better for you.
Who's gonna make you breakfast? Who's gonna make you breakfast in the morning?
Hey,
which one of them can cook?
He's surprised. He's subscribed to Bud Light. But go ahead.
Man. I mean, if I'm the Falcons, I'm thinking in my mind like, damn, man, we got to get a quarterback next year. Like these aren't 2 options that we want to have. I mean, let's start with Penix. Penix has no knees, man. He's one other injury away from his career being over. Period. Tua's 1 concussion away from his career being over. If I look at what they have around him, Tua probably makes more sense because the one thing Tua is he's accurate. He doesn't have arm strength. He doesn't have a lot of deep ball on him, but he's accurate in the short, intermediate throws. Like, and having a guy like Kyle Pitts who can go across the middle, having a guy like Drake London who can, you know, get you short in-out routes. You know, having a guy like Bijan Robinson that you can throw out in the flat, he probably makes more sense for the Falcons. But I tell you what, man, if Penix doesn't win this battle, Penix.
Yeah, I got one upstairs.
Man. Grab it. I think.
Okay.
I think Penix. I think.
Have we?
Penix
You text me.
probably,
I'm live, so I couldn't. I don't know what you text me.
Go ahead, bro. My bad.
No, you're good. You're good. I think Penix is on his way to the UFL, man. If he can't make it in this season, I mean, his legs are shot to hell, man. He's got worse legs than Forrest Gump does.
I think he'll be a backup somewhere before he's.
Hey, Forrest Gump was a running fool.
Well, not the beginning, it was. Or should I say Lieutenant Dan? How about that? Is it better Lieutenant Dan?
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Toucan, I'm going to start with you with this quarterback battle. We got Kirk Cousins or Fernando Mendoza.
Oh, they can't throw the rookie into the fire that quick, you know. I don't see him starting, man. But it is Vegas, man. You know, they've fallen in love with the rookie. You never know, man. If the organization will give in and give them what they want, or let them come in, you know, get some tutelage, so to say, from a veteran. But I'd like to see him start. You know, shoot. Let's see what the hype's all about. You know,
right.
It can be done. Shoot, you know, a lot of quarterbacks come out and hit the ground running. Let's see if Fernando can do. But I would start Cousins. You know, just you know, don't get him out there and get him killed. You know, that quick. You know, I'm not too sure how their old line looks right now, but
yeah,
it's
not bad. That getting that center from Lindenbaum from the Raiders helped a lot. Listen, I'm going to give you a politically incorrect comment here. You know, I'm Hispanic, and I was happy when Mark Sanchez got drafted because I was like, finally, we have a Hispanic quarterback that I can root for. And they threw him out
Mark
to the fire,
Sanchez.
and then the guy sucked ass. Okay, so. You know what? Put the white boy out there. Let him get the beating and let Fernando play next year. Because I want Fernando to be successful, damn it. So there you go.
All right. That'll work.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm being real, man. I want this guy to succeed. Don't throw him out there and then he turns to shit like Mark Sanchez did. Like, give him a year. Let him learn. He's a smart guy. Kirk Cousins can handle the offense. He can – I mean, they're not going to really go anywhere this year with Kirk Cousins. And then when Fernando, after this year is done, Fernando could take over the team, and hopefully he'll be the guy. Don't throw him out there yet, man. Yeah, Coco Chains. There you go. Throw him out there.
Are you done making love over there on the phone?
Bro, I had to get by a window, bro. My girlfriend said we got to wait till like 11. They said I'll restore our power. Some breaker got blown up, so like I'm about a window.
I told you some squirrel
sunlight.
cinches nuts on the thing, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Why are you fighting the light? Who you got winning right now, Kirk Cousins or Fernando?
Well, seeing as they play in week 1 against the Dolphins, I want it to be. Let me stop saying that. Let me stop saying just because playing Dolphin. I think, man, it's like it's one of those situations, man. Do you want to throw him out there? You want him to wait a little bit?
You want him to wait.
I think I would probably start with Kirk. I think I would start with Kirk, you know, and I don't know if we have high expectations for the Raiders this year. Fernando, but then again, you know, nowadays it's different. You remember back in the day, you draft a quarterback and he sit 2 and 3 years, man. But the NFL's different now, man. They throw those guys out to the fire. I say they give it to Kirk for a few games, but eventually that fan base is starved for a quarterback. They're gonna want to see that. That's how it was with Tua, man. When they brought Fitzpatrick out there, I'm like, yeah, this is great, but we want to see the kid. You know what I mean? So
I'm gonna give you 2 words. Tom Brady. Tom Brady will not allow that guy to get thrown out there into the fire right off the bat. He will let Kirk Cousins go out there, get mauled, and then throw Fernando out there.
Fuck Tom Brady.
All right, well, the next
I'm a Dolphin fan, man. I can't help it.
Hey, I'd fucking take Tom Brady on the Lions. I don't give a shit about what he is.
That's like saying
for sure.
That's like you saying you would take Aaron Rodgers on the Lions. You shut your mouth.
Hey,
All right.
we win a fucking Super Bowl. I don't give a shit who the quarterback is. Give me Uncle Rico.
I
don't care.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. I will say that. I gotta admit that. Come on, Tom
I'll
Brady.
take a
This is
Super
Super
Bowl.
Bowl. I
Who
don't
the
give.
fuck the quarterback is? Yeah.
Fair enough. I'll put my
Give me
hatred to
one
the
ring.
side.
I don't give a shit who it is.
All right, our
I'm with
last
you there.
quarterback battle we got heading into offseason, I think is the toughest battle is going to be able to come between. That's between J.J. McCarthy and Kyler Murray.
It's not even a battle.
Nate, who you got?
So I said the ugly ones, right? So this one's more like the dumb ones, like I don't know
bro,
who
what the fuck
take the smartest of the dumb people. I don't know.
All your ex-conceded, they're gonna beat your ass. But go ahead.
Well, so here's the facts. You got a quarterback that looks like a midget, and then you got another quarterback who can't throw the broadside of a barn. So at least a midget can run. So I'm probably gonna say
KD on Call of Duty either, motherfucker. So how you?
Oh man, I do like Kyler Murray, man, but he's so fucking small, man. It's so easy to poke fun of him. Anyways, he can run. That's the big thing that Kyler Murray does have going for him is he's got a hell of an arm and he can run. Now, whether that arm is accurate all the time remains to be seen, but he's a lot more accurate than J.J. McCarthy is. I mean, my God. I mean, the 2 games he played well was against us. Shocker as hell. Or one of the games he played against us made him look like a star. After that, he was shit. So I think Kyler Murray is going to win this job because I believe in KOC. I think KOC is one of the best coaches out there, and he'll coach up Kyler Murray. Now, as far as JJ might see himself out of the NFL pretty soon. Like, the guy really needs to improve his game, man. He really does. Like, it's bad, bro. It's really bad.
Boy, you better be glad Rich ain't on here, boy.
Man,
I know. I thought the same thing right now, dude. Yeah. He be popping a vessel right now.
Ooh,
man.
But you know what? That has surprised me because Michigan fans think all their quarterbacks are great.
Hey, shout out to Rich. Go ahead, 2K. Your thoughts who you gonna win? Think we'll get the starting job week 1.
Well, if Minnesota wants to take that win now mentality, you go with Murray because he's got that experience. If they want to go back into like a rebuilding mode, you go with the younger cat. He was a first round pick. He's still got some time to learn. So I'm thinking it's going to be Murray because Minnesota, the fans want to win now. They don't want to start thinking about rebuilding again. And Murray's got the experience, so I think I see Murray starting.
Okay, 2K is short and sweet with it. Antonio.
All right, so do the Vikings still have their GM? No, they fired him too, didn't they?
They got a new GM.
They did. I remember.
He was the one that wanted. Apparently, he's the one that wanted McCarthy. That's why they fired him.
Yeah, and could have kept Darnold too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oof.
Fucked up.
Yeah, man. This is one of those situations. Man, I don't know, man. I just. That's why I used to always agree with Rich, man. You don't want to give. I don't know, man. You can't give up on the young guys too quick, man. But Kyler does have the experience. They got some receivers. They got Addison, they got Jefferson, they got some guys. You don't want to waste those guys, man. You don't want to waste those dudes. Now, Kyler Murray.
That's why you don't play the
Yeah, Kyler Murray is not a world beater by any means, but I am eager to see how this plays out. If I had to guess, I'm going to say that J.J. McCarthy is going to be the starter at the beginning of the season. I'm not betting any money on it, but I'm saying J.J. McCarthy is going to start out.
Murray? Shit.
I think so. I think so. But
have you seen his highlights?
No, you're right. But I think I think for them, they're like, we're going to make a last ditch effort. And when I tell you his string is going to be so thin.
Sure.
I just think that they're going to go that route. I could be wrong. Like I said, I wouldn't even bet 2 pennies on it, but I'm going with JJ.
I'll tell you what, man. You either go with JJ early on or you're not going with him at all. Because if you go with him and he sucks and you pull him, his confidence is shot to hell. And you've ruined the guy in some aspects. Also, too, JJ, the other JJ is not going to want to rebuild. He ain't going to want to have a losing season. JJ is going to want to win. And JJ's ass very well could be asking for a trade if they don't get this quarterback thing figured out. So I think
it's a big deal.
Minnesota's got a lot of pressure because they let Darnold walk away, and they still could have kept JJ and developed him and let Darnold play a couple more years until JJ was ready. And they messed up on that, and he won a Super Bowl. They're not going to do that with
nowadays. They don't want to these. They don't. Right. It's not like it used to be, man. Those guys, they would draft those guys, and these guys would sit around sometimes 2 and 3 years. Sometimes, man. It's just you know what a wise man told me a long time ago what the NFL stands for. We know what the NFL stands for, right?
Not for long.
Not for long. So you can, as a coach, you can fool around and piddle if you want to. You're gonna be finding yourself looking for another job. So,
but the thing with Kyler Murray is like Kyler Murray's still in his prime. I think he's only like 28 years old. He's still entering his prime. So if he goes out and plays really well, the Vikings aren't going to fuck up and make a mistake again and not resign the guy. They're going to give him at least a 2 to 3 year deal. So what does that mean for JJ? He's already pissed off that he's not the starter and they brought in somebody else. So if you go out and win and JJ's on the bench, he's going to want to trade. Now I don't know who in the hell is going to trade for his ass, but still, he's not going to want to be there. I'd rather take Willis than JJ. If I be honest with you, bro.
You know what, guy? You know what? I'm changing my mind. Kyler Murray. I forgot. I should have said this on Penix. We have been witnessing these last few years these resurgence of these quarterbacks who go to different teams. Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, these guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even Ryan Tannehill when he left Miami and went to Tennessee. It's like these guys in their mind, they're like, this might be my last chance. I better step this shit up. You know what I'm saying? So we've been seeing that with these guys, man. Like I said, look at what Baker's done. Look at what Darnold's done. There's some other ones I'm leaving out. I'm sure.
Listen,
I don't think I would have said Tannehill. I'm just saying that was like
Tannehill went to the. Please go listen. I hate the Titans. Please go and look. You do realize they went to the AFC Championship game and beat Cincinnati. So don't do him like that now. Go look at his stats when he played for the Titans.
Tannehill did not lead the way. We ain't gonna say Tannehill.
That defense did.
And that running back.
But go look at Tannehill.
NFL, look at his stats. No fun league.
Hey, he didn't fuck it up. Tannehill didn't fuck it up. That's the main thing.
Sometimes that's all you gotta do. Enough not to fuck it up.
But here's the thing too. When it comes to quarterbacks, bad organizations cannot develop quarterbacks. Good organizations can develop
Cleveland Browns.
That's right. Exactly. That's what Titans. That's why you're seeing all these resurgence of all these quarterbacks because they're talented. They all have talent. They're just not in the right organization to show that talent. They're either forced
sometimes you get in the right situation
to succeed.
That's what I forgot to put on here. The fucking Browns.
God.
Sanders or fucking
Oh yeah. Well, who the hell? Gabriel?
No. Deshaun Watson.
Watson, man. Watson gonna start. He's making all that money.
That's a real shit show, Nate. You talk about a shit show earlier. Literally Brown shit show. That's
I gotta think it's Deshaun Watson. Man. It's got to be Deshaun Watson because I don't think Shador did enough to really solidify himself as a starter.
I'm out. No, I'm gone. Bye. See y'all later.
How the fuck did he make the Pro Bowl?
Who knows? Because the Pro Bowl is a joke.
Deion called the NFL. Hey, you better put my son in the Pro Bowl.
Oh man!
All right, before we get out of here, man.
Shout out to Deion, by the way.
Tone, man. I'm gonna, we talked about this. I'm gonna let you take this subject, man. Our prayers go out to Chris Johnson, man. Explain to everybody what's going on, man.
Man, some days prior, man. As y'all know, I live in Nashville. I'm about as far as from a Titans fan as I can be. But man, dude. So there was reports, not nationally but locally, that Chris Johnson was going to make some type of an announcement. And of course, the buzz around Nashville. No one knew what it was. They didn't go into detail. He had been working with like some of the running backs from Senior Bowl. So in my thing, I'm like, all right, he's about to maybe next year pursue a running backs coach job or something like that. Throw his hat in the ring or whatever. But then, man, we seen Good Morning America and to see him diagnosed with ALS, man, and to see how he's progressed. I listened to the local station here in Nashville, and they talked about not this past Super Bowl, but the Super Bowl before. And they said on Radio Row they were with Chris Johnson. He was dapping up people, giving everybody hugs, being his normal, cheerful, loving self, man. And from that point to where he's progressed to where he can't grip a cup or speak on his own, it's sad. And living here in Nashville, Chris Johnson is probably one of the coolest superstars, nicest, humblest guys that has come through that organization. And like I said, I was born and raised here. Outside of Eddie George and Steve McNair, as far as like popularity, who people want to be around, Derrick Henry still has a huge presence here. But number 3, I would put Chris Johnson. He was huge in this community, man. Super nice guy, humble. You asked for a picture, talk to him, he was there, man. To just see him in the condition he's in, man. Just I'm gonna be honest with you. I watched it, man. It tore me up, man. It's so sad to see him and his family going through that, man. So, my prayers for him and his family, man. Just to see, man, it's surreal, man. I mean, we remember, all of us know how dynamic Chris Johnson was, man. That dude touched the ball. When that dude touched the ball, you hold your breath if he was playing your team, because he could have took it to the house, man.
Any moment, man. And
to see where the guy can't even grab a cup now. Like, we look at these guys are superhuman people, man. Like, we watch we talk shit about these athletes, but these are world-class athletes, man. And to see them in that condition, man, it hurts.
The word there, the perfect word there you said was human.
Yeah.
They are all human.
For sure.
We're all human, man.
For sure.
They hit any of us.
For sure. And so, yeah, man, it sucks, man. So, like, my heart just goes out to him and his family, man. It was tough to see, and I just hate it. So, especially with the impact he has around here, Middle Tennessee, Nashville area, man, it sucks. So,
our thoughts and prayers go out to Chris Johnson and his family, man.
Yeah,
like you said, I remember him tearing up and down the field, man. Like,
oh yeah,
he was a dog, bro. Dog.
He was Jameer Gibbs for Jameer Gibbs.
He was cool with the people, bro. Like, our prayers and thoughts really go out to Chris Johnson, man. Nate, your thoughts, man?
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate with Chris Johnson, man. I mean, he's one of my favorite players that I play on Madden. I mean, the guy had 99 speed. He could jitterbug anywhere down the field. It's so funny because when I watch his game and I look at Jameer Gibbs, I see a lot of similarities. Size, speed, cut, all that stuff. And I'm pretty sure that's probably where he emulated his game behind Chris Johnson. I mean, I think any fast running back has done that situation. So, yeah, hopefully, he's okay and see what happens. I know there's not a cure for ALS, but, hopefully pray and there will be at one point. I just want to highlight about the Terrion Arnold situation a little bit. I just want to say
let Toucan get his thoughts on Chris Johnson, bro. Like,
I thought you were I thought we were wrapping up. I'm sorry. I thought we were.
It's all good, man. Hey, prayers to Chris and his family. He was a stand-up character, and he still is. Hopefully, they can find a cure or some kind of something to help him get something back. But just appreciate life and what you got and the little things every day.
Absolutely.
Once again, our prayers and thoughts go out to Chris Johnson and his family, man. All right, Nate. Go ahead.
No. Listen, man. I'm just gonna be.
You've been over there Googling. That's what's going on. But go ahead.
I'm Googling. Whatever. I was doing something. Anyways, I was doing something. Anyways, I just want to say this about Terrion Arnold, man. Listen, we see this a lot in sports. A young athlete that's got a lot of promise, either makes dumb decisions, gets around the wrong people, wrong place, wrong time. And sometimes it ends in like tragedy. Sometimes it ends in, jail. Sometimes it ends in other situations. Listen, we got to make better decisions in life. Like, people don't understand. Athletes are put into a glass house. If you don't know what that means, everybody sees what you're doing and sees what you say and how you say things and all that. And yes, they are human. There's no doubt about that. They are human, but we don't hold them to that standard. Sometimes we hold them above us in some aspects, role models in some aspects. We got to do better. And I mean everybody. Everybody's got to do better. You got to make better decisions.
Especially Knicks fans. Go ahead.
Yeah, sure. I said everybody's got to do better. Like, we got to represent ourselves better. You've got to want to do better. You've got to surround yourself with better people, because more likely if you do those situations, you're going to have success. You go the other way, it's going to be a lot harder and a lot tougher to have success, because you're always going to have barriers that are in front of you or that are bringing you down. And so all I got to say is I hope Terrion Arnold realizes that this is a second chance for him, even if he was not guilty. At least understand that you were given a second chance and revel in it and make something of it. Whether it's if the Lions ever do bring him back, I don't know, whatever, or somebody else takes him, whatever it is, whatever you do, dude, make yourself a better person and take this as a second opportunity in life, because you probably thought you were going to jail for the rest of your life. And I can't imagine what the thought process was in that feeling until he finally found out that he was going to be released on bail. So just take advantage of opportunities. Don't waste them.
I have no argument with that one. No argument with that. All right, this is coming to the conclusion of our show, man. I appreciate everybody that came out and watched, man. Do us a favor, man. Hit that like and subscribe button, man. Subscribe to Detroit Fan Report on YouTube. And subscribe, hit that and follow LFR on X. With that said, man, let the panel know where you can find them at, starting with Tone.
Yo, it's your boy Antonio Classic. I'm here in the gloomy, waiting on my power to get restored because of that squirrel and his testicles. Like my man Nate pointed out. If I find them, y'all know I'm from Tennessee, so if I find them, I'm gonna throw them on the grill and have them.
There you go.
But yeah, it's your boy Antonio Classic, man. I'm on Facebook. I'm the old man, so I don't have all that other fancy stuff. I use X for something else, but we ain't gonna talk about that. But yeah, Antonio Classic on Facebook. Fins Up. I'm here every Tuesday. Fins Up. I don't care what y'all gotta say about my team. It's always Fins Up. I don't care if we win 0 games or we go undefeated. It's Fins Up all day, every day. Fins Up. Oh no, it's still Fins Up. I'll bitch about it when it happens, but as of now, we Fins Up. It's off season. We all undefeated.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody can win a Super Bowl now.
Right now. Hey, you can find me at the number 2 CANSDAN, 2 Cans Dan on Instagram, 3Dan2 on X, and Daniel Flores on Facebook. Looking forward to a great Texas seasons, man. We got the best defense coming at you, baby. So stay tuned. Cheers, y'all. See you soon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nate.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that defense, man. That defense is disgusting, how good it is. But yeah, One Ass Cheek at 3 Toes, Lions Show. Like and subscribe to us on YouTube. Check us out. We'll probably have a show probably in the next couple of weeks, and then leading up to training camp. It's already here, y'all. Football season's already upon us. Training camp starts. The real grind begins. And yeah, can't not be too crazy excited because I don't want to get my hopes up too much. Got to see how this all works out first, but it'll be a fun season. I'm excited.
Send me a link, Nathan. I want to check you guys out, man.
Yeah, I'll do that for sure.
Yeah, put it in the
appreciate it, man.
Yeah, I'll get that.
You know who I am. Your boy Ben. You're gonna find me right here at Detroit Fan Report. Like I said, do us a favor, hit that like subscribe button. Appreciate everybody going to watch, man. With that said, man, everybody have a blessed night. Watch some soccer.
Let's go. Got a rain delay right now.
Fins Up.
Coming up.
Pride Nation, we out.